good morning. Welcome in. I hope that you're doing well today. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at the collective energy for today, Thursday, February 29th. Happy leap year. Whoop, whoop. How exciting. We get an extra day to enjoy all the goodness. Hopefully it's goodness that's flowing to you. Because, like I always like to say, or just what has been a consistent theme lately, emotions are running high. We're coming off of a full moon a couple days ago, 5 days ago, and we're in this like waning phase. So the waning phase of the moon cycle is all about releasing and letting go, getting rid of what isn't working, what is kind of counterintuitive to what your goals and desires are. Unfortunately, people, places, and things are still popping off. So the name of the game right now is just to be really grounded and settled in who you are and what you want, what you're going after, and not letting the lower vibrational energies throw you off course. They're out, they're rampant. It is like, it's an intense time, people are emotional. There's a lot that we're being forced to change, and it really does come back to ourselves. And working on yourself is like one of the hardest things to do. We all want to believe that we're right about everything, which is only true in my case. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I really don't need to be right. I'm content, just in my own world, and if people vibe with it, they vibe with it. If not, then kind of let them have their own space, let them do their own thing. You don't have to engage with that energy is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to do an energy clearing, cleansing, just removing any blocks, obstacles, things that are popping up that is making it really hard for us to see things clearly. It's a great time to set intention. If you have specific messages that you're looking for out of this reading, now is the time to ask Spirit to provide those for you. And let's cleanse out the energy and start this reading. All right. Okay, well, now it doesn't want to go out. That's okay. Oh, now it does. Okay. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best messages, any fear, anxiety, doubt, uncertainty. Cleanse that out of our being. Help us to release and let go of what doesn't serve so we can make room for the new. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama. Amen. All right. So happy Thursday. Thursday's the day of Jupiter, which is just such a vibrant and expansive energy. The planet Jupiter rules our abundance. It is the great benefic. So it's how we expand our day-to-day in order to achieve bigger goals, right? Bigger goals, bringing in whatever it is for you, more money, new love, career advancement, something off your bucket list, not to be a cheese ball, but that just came to me. And we're in Pisces season right now. There's a lot of water energy. Water really stirs up our emotions. It's more the subtle layers, right? It's being able to connect with our intuition, but sometimes that can induce a lot of fear and anxiety. So we really need to make sure that we're sifting through between what is real and what is not. And it is a little challenging. Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo, and she is in opposition to Mercury and the Sun. So Black Moon Lilith is like the carrot dangler. She, kind of throws things our way to see if we'll take the bait, essentially. And with her being in Virgo, it really is this value of taking care of ourselves, right? I'm a huge proponent of wellness. Obviously, that's what I do. But, you know, I love it because wellness really is the foundation to making our life successful. If we're not taking care of our mind, body, and soul, we really can't achieve what we want to in this life. We can't find that happiness and abundance if we're exhausted, stressed out, spread too thin, etc. And so the name of the game is finding a little bit more balance in our health and well-being, in our daily routine, in order to create that platform, you know, to manifest, to be abundant, to have that happiness and fulfillment. Virgo is the energy of health and wellness. So it might be, you know, we might just make sure to take care of yourselves. There's this energy of maybe wanting to go the other way, thinking, oh, I don't need sleep, I don't need this, that, and the other. But in reality, it's like, you know, self-care should be our number one priority. Saturn is also in conjunction, which means they're right on top of each other with Mercury and the Sun. So just with that point of Black Moon Lilith, like wanting us to kind of like revert to bad behavior, not take care of ourselves, not get enough rest, sleep, whatever it is, Saturn is forcing us to do that work. Saturn is forcing us to hammer out those things that we really need to pay attention to. So, you know, even if it seems really small in your life, or I don't have time for that, or I don't want to devote time to that, it is important to take a moment, however, a moment, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, you can always carve out that amount of time in your day-to-day. And dedicating time, making intention is going to naturally help your well-being enliven. Anywhere we put our thought, our energy, that will become maximized. We'll see it in our environment more readily. Sorry, that was kind of anticlimactic. Okay, the Spymaster. So the Spymaster in our environment today, knowledge and distrust. You know, this definitely has that energy of someone spying on you. We've been seeing this message come through. I even hear this from other readers on YouTube, you know, and it makes a lot of sense with how the collective shift is playing out, because what the things, people, places, and things we're walking away from, there's this value of rejection, right? A little bit of hurt, embarrassment, and shame. And so they're trying to keep tabs on you. They're trying to figure out what is what's happening. I feel like they're trying to guess your next steps, your next movements, especially with this crow here and that key on top. It reminds me of like that old school, you know, or the raven, sorry, when they would attach the message to its little foot and it would send, you know, send. So be really conscious and mindful, really dot your I's, cross your T's, especially when you're out and about, out in public. We don't want to give anyone any more reason to come after us, you know. This is just like about staying on the middle of the road. They're trying to gain information about something about you. It doesn't feel like it has great motivations behind it, but we'll definitely clarify as we get into the tarot. To me, this feels very I don't know. I feel like as you move away from these types of people and situations, you know, you do your healing, you're moving on with your life, you're good. And then it's like, oh yeah, like this person does that thing, because that's what they're projecting right now, right? Like, especially if you still have to interact and engage with people who are a little bit more low vibey or not trying to work in harmony and balance with you, etc. I feel like you've just kind of gotten into this mode of doing your own thing, and then they pop back up doing the same shit over and over and over again, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what it was. It feels to me like it's playing on that energy of self-doubt for you, and there's a fear of failure that comes with it. Maybe what you're moving through is going to take a lot of strength and courage. It's going to take a lot of fortitude, you know, really being able to support yourself through the process. And this is a lot of what we're learning right now collectively. It's being able to stand strong in our power regardless of what the haters are saying or doing. And moving through it, you know, and not letting them throw you off course is what I hear, because then you're going to miss an opportunity and you're going to get looped back into the same karmic cycle. I hear that it's mostly about just dropping the fear. Yes, there are some action components behind that you're going to have to be aware of, but letting go of the fear and the doubt and the insecurity, that in and of itself is going to give you more clarity, right? Fear clouds our vision because we don't really know what is true or what is an illusion, etc. So this is basically saying, like, you have guidance, right? You have guidance and direction, whether it's happening on the physical or the spiritual plane, your intuition, you're getting these messages. There is inheritance coming your way. And inheritance doesn't just have to be monetary. This to me feels like wealth and abundance, right? In terms of fulfillment. Yes, it can be monetarily for sure. But this is actually going to kind of correct the course moving forward. I'm also hearing that whatever this person or situation is trying to do, you know, kind of like let them play it out, right? Let them do what they're going to do and let them be that guide, right? Because I hear that there is a lot of self-sabotage energy on their end of things, and they're gonna make the case for you is what I'm hearing. Like, it's almost like you don't have to do anything outside of just believing and trusting that spirit will deliver what is needed at the time, versus engaging, trying to prove your point, trying to have a rational conversation with someone who's being incredibly irrational. You can't get anywhere with those things. And you know that energy, right? You know what you're dealing with. You know how this person or situation plays out. And we don't want to keep spinning the wheel, right? Of trying to prove, trying to get people to understand or listen or be a good person or work together. If they don't want to do it, they're just not going to do it. And I already feel like you know that, right? And what I love about this guidance card versus the Spymaster, there's that one solid key here, right? But then on the guide, there's keys all behind. So it's remembering that we do have, there's creative potential. Just because one avenue doesn't work out, we heard this a lot yesterday, doesn't mean that it's like a close and shut case, right? It just means that you have to look for different opportunities. And it's less about being the champion. You know, there's other ways to win is what I'm hearing, right? Some people try to use control, manipulation, you know, shady things. You know, I mean, nowadays you can spy on anyone. It's social media, whatever. So the tactics that this person or situation uses is very shady, and it kind of ensues this desire within you to like fight back and you know, state your case and make sure that your name is in the clear and blah, blah, blah. Well, this is saying with the champion being blocked, it's not time to do that. It is not time to assert your power and control over the situation, because honestly, I feel like if you do, it's just playing into their hands is what I'm hearing. So it's approaching it in a smarter way, working smarter, not harder. That's what I was trying to find. I was like, fighting smarter, is that a thing? Probably. In my world it is. Let's fight smart. All right. Okay, yeah. The Waker? Awareness reflection. Okay, so, you know, this again goes back to not needing to things play out, right? I think that there's so much beauty in being patient in situations. It's not easy. I am not the most patient person. Not that I'm pushy, but like I like things, you know, to happen like that. I'm very wound. I have a lot of energy. So, you know, but if we take a step back, if we allow things to play out, it is going to bring that awareness and clarity. It's actually going to part those clouds like we see depicted, the places that you're feeling confused right now, and it's going to speak truth to you. And it comes through taking a sidestep, you know, taking a back seat to what is happening, not showing up in this warrior energy of domination and control. Really, that never makes anyone feel good. This concept of hierarchy, it never makes anyone feel good. The person in power, yeah, for a minute, but it's not fulfilling, right? And this is more about, I mean, I don't feel like this person or situation wants to work with you. I don't feel like that's in desire of their heart. And so that's where it's like, really pick your battles, pick your poison is what I'm hearing. And we have to know that, especially when we're dealing with low vibrational energies, because oftentimes the goal, the intention is to bring you down, to get you to trip up and fall, or to get suck you back into their web, their woven web of destruction. Okay, yeah, so tapping into your magical power is what I'm hearing with this witch. This to me is a lot about manifestation energy, and we can do anything we want to manifest, right? So, you know, yeah, you can be into ritual, ceremony, magic, etc. if that's your vibe. I always say, just like really check your intentions. We want to make sure that we're sending, or that we're doing things for the highest and best of all, right? We don't want to be attacking people energetically. It's just not a road to go down, right? That can be a very, very slippery slope. It goes back to that concept of hierarchy that I was talking about. You might feel like you have the power and control for a minute, but you know, that stuff always comes back to bite you in the ass. I'm a huge proponent of just like the best intentions, really, because if we're not putting good intentions out there, then that's something about us. It's not the other person, no matter how shitty they're being, right? They could be a super low vibey person doing horrid things to you, but then you matching that energy is just, it's being just as bad as they are, right? And the whole goal of this, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's about rising above, being the better person, being the stronger person, and from that place of wisdom and awareness, recognizing, you know, like utilizing what you know about this person, about this situation, so that you can make choices that work best for you. All right, let's see about this person a little bit. Yeah, okay. So Justice energy, that's Libra energy. The Justice does play on court systems, legalities, etc. Okay, so Fortune, very interesting. So to me, it's like they know things are changing. Oh no, that's the wake-up call. That's Judgment. I apologize. And Six of Swords. Okay, so it's like they know that things are moving in this direction. I feel like there is fear. This is also, again, confirmation when you do shady and shitty things, it ends up backfiring. It ends up hurting you in the long run. And this feels why this person is spying, why they're putting all this attention and focus on you is, again, because they're trying to figure out your next steps. But they also feel that energy shifting. And they know it's coming to head. They know things are going to be brought to head. And so they're in this space right now where they're trying to control the outcomes. And you're seeing this very clearly with that Ace of Swords. You knew it was coming, is what I'm hearing. I feel like in some ways you've been preparing this, even if it is preparing for this, even if it's not on the, cognitive level. The work that you have been doing has been preparing you for this time for boobies, sorry. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Sorry, YouTube. I'm not a paid promoter, so maybe that's why YouTube doesn't care about this channel. But I'll get in the practice when I am. No, I'm kidding. The world, yeah. So I love this because you are coming from a very empowered place. Judgment is the card right before the world, right? So we have this wake-up call, and we have to decide how we're going to handle things moving forward. I feel like this person wasn't expecting they were expecting other results than what's actually happening and playing out. But because you knew, this is also confirming that wisdom I was talking about. You are using that wisdom. You're pushing for your wish fulfillment. I love this 9 of Cups energy for you, because this is basically spirit confirming that you're getting exactly what you want. Don't let their fear-mongering tactics throw you off course. Clarify this guide. Okay, is that page? Oh, 7 of Cups. Okay, yeah. Options, that really is reminiscent of those keys. So there's a lot of potential, right, circulating. And that's probably why, there is some tension, some discord, fighting, etc. This person is trying, like I said, trying to kind of muscle you into reacting how you used to, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Don't fight fire with fire, simply put, with the 10 of Swords, right? There is a lot of betrayal. There is a lot of, like I said, just low vibey energy in this dynamic. And we want to protect our name, right? Like, we want to protect our reputation and save face. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And it's painful. I've definitely been there, where I can tell you so many stories over this last year and a half or so of people just being really shitty and really horrible. And I think I'm a pretty good person. Like, I am not perfect, but I think that I try to approach everyone with love and kindness and intention. And that's the thing about these types of dynamics. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are good, if you're coming from integrity and morality. All that matters too is spirit, because spirit is going to be your support at the end of the day. But really, people don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to, articulate the narrative in a way that makes them look good and you look bad, etc. So again, it kind of goes back to that point. Is it really worth the fight? And, okay, why is... okay, so I think that preying on the grief, the sadness, this person is trying to pull at your heartstrings, or, like I said, get you to react. There is a part of you that has been very closed off, shut down, maybe very hurt by this dynamic or how it's been playing out. And I feel like that's what they're trying to attack for you in order to get a reaction. But, here's the thing, the grief, the loneliness, maybe places that you've kind of restricted or limited yourself, is actually perpetuating their narrative, right? It's making you believe that what they think, what they say is truth, when really in reality, it's not. And so that's why stepping into your power with this witch energy, yeah, I love it. And the star, this is where you're going to find that healing. It's rebelling against whatever this BS has been. People love to dictate how we need to show up or what we should be doing, right? But at the end of the day, we live our life, not them, And so you're going to find more healing through empowering yourself, through being a little bit rebellious. Obviously, in my opinion, or I will give the suggestion, always come from the highest and best place, because again, you don't want that coming around to bite you in the butt. Ooh, I love this. I'm going to show you. Get wild popped out. Woo! Have some fun. put yourself out there. You know, it's time to release this hermit energy, this hermit vibe. Even if you have to meet some new people, take a class, do a hobby, etc., it's time to get out of this energy of sadness, of woe is me, of, you know, kind of like letting this other person and situation put you down. And I feel like at this point, it's more of an energetic block than a physical block. I feel like you've moved enough away from this situation. Even if you still have to deal with them physically, you've moved enough away from it. And now it's time to just let it be in the past and stop carrying it forward. Get curious. Yeah, put yourself out there. Double confirmation on that. Have some fun, you know, explore some new things that make you happy and excited. There is no better way to manifest than doing that. When we are loving ourselves, enjoying ourselves, encouraging our passions, that is the easiest and quickest way to manifest what our heart desires, the Alchemist. I love this. It's definitely confirmation on that witch magician energy. So I'm not saying to be a witch. Let's just clarify that. I mean, whatever. You can choose whatever you want. And I think I already went into that. Sorry. That was a tangent I'm not going to go down right now. But using that alchemy. Alchemy is essentially just using the elements that are in your environment in order to make something happen. And this can be obviously applicable anywhere, right? Like whether we're trying to get a new job, make more money, we got to put ourselves out there a little bit, you know, find new community friends, lover, etc. We have to put ourselves out there in situations that bring us those opportunities, right? Not just staying hidden in our home, expecting Amazon to drop it off on our doorstep. It doesn't happen that way. Maybe for some, I don't know. I think that's kind of, you know, the nature of it. Like Spirit wants, the other part of that manifestation principle is we have to show that we want it, that we're ready and willing. So if you want to be in a relationship, then start talking to some people, you know, go to places where single people hang out, wherever that may be, you know, if you want to do a dating app or something like that. And it doesn't mean you have to find your person there, right? But it basically is showing Spirit like, hey, I'm ready for this. I want this to manifest. And so I'm going to do my end to uphold that part. I love it. Yeah, fate. Nice. So this is all coming to head. Even though there is some heavy energy with this past, I really like how this is playing out lately. I feel this sense of relief. Yes, there's tension in the air. We're still seeing that astrologically, but it really is about overcoming the emotions of self-doubt, disbelief, and stepping into our power, knowing that we can and will achieve what our hearts desire. Yeah, boom shakalaka, double confirmation on that power principle. Ace of Wands, you're creating something beautiful, something new. This is your wish fulfillment. Spirit has been confirming that all along the way. Yeah, you see what they're up to. You see their shady behavior. It's nothing new under the sun. Try not to get down and out about it, right? Like try not to be so offended by someone's bad behavior. It's on them, right? We only have control of ourselves. That's what I tell my son all the time. You can only control yourself, not how other people show up to you. And really, it is a measure of who you are to be able to remain grounded in yourself when they're trying to throw daggers at you left and right. So, with that in mind, I hope it helps for you today or just whatever you're traveling through. Thank you so much for your time and energy always. Definitely drop comments below. I love to hear how this plays out for you. I'm thinking of you, sending all the love and blessings your way. Have a fabulous day.